DSS under fire as Justice Niako issues a new order, reveals what must be done before Nnamdi Kanus' final verdict. They have not started being on fire. They will soon be set physically on fire. You see, there is one thing that is giving me so much joy on this very issue, and I want to believe that that will really work out. If only Justice Binta Niako can be steadfast, can be sincere in this very final verdict, if it can be up and doing and keep to our words as promised, I'm very sure that these people will be nailed. Because as it is now, the whole thing is now looking as if Justice Binta Niako is not ready to be biased. I'm telling you, that is how the whole thing is looking like. So the federal government are seriously trying to pick on her. The ones they are sending to attack her are doing their best to attack her. The ones they are trying to send her an attack are trying to do that. You know, so many things like that are just happening just because she has refused to be biased. Well, it's one of those things that we should be expecting anyway. But then what will still be will be. What will still be will be. So I want to believe that this will just continue without Justice Niako, you know, getting biased over all this. It's beautiful. As for the IPOP members, they cannot see how the whole things are going, and the instructions coming from the people. You understand? Let's quickly go through the content and know what is truly all about. The Justice of the Federal High Court in Abuja, Binta Niako, has given a fresh order to the Department of State Services before the next trial of Nnamdi Kanu. Justice Binta Niako made this known that the IPOP leader Nnamdi Kanu should be given the best of treatments and be prepared for the final verdict. He has warned DSS not to give any silly excuse or deny Nnamdi Kanu of his final verdict. All activities, all duties, everything that must be done to make that very day a success should begin now. The court is ready, and all that will be needed for the final verdict has been put in place. I have the informations and I'm ready to deliver. Justice Binta Niako has warned the DSS boss to get all equipment and materials needed to make that very day a memorable day. We cannot continue to express or give excuses that will bring shame to the law of this country. The reputation of Nigerian and the law of the country is still very much important to the masses. Eyes are watching, so we must be steadfast. Justice Binta Niako, you are actually saying the right thing anyway, but the people you are actually saying it to, the question is, have they heard what you just said? Have they? You see, Nigeria is a country that is filled with people with a cold head, most especially our leaders. Not that they don't know the right thing to do, they really know, but they have chosen to do things on their own. You understand? they will do things in the way that it will please them and displease the masses. And that is why I always laugh whenever I see them presenting their crazy manifestos before the people, making all sorts of crazy promises that they will never keep. You understand? It's so surprising. I happened to witness a manifesto presented by the governor of Benin, the present governor, the incumbent governor, that is Obaseki. I happened to witness it live, and in as much as I have my support for him, I still stood on my ground to say what I believe should be done by the people. I made the people to know that it is not the manifesto of Obaseki that should matter. Do you understand? Because he can make those promises, and at the end of the day, he will not keep any of them. Do you understand? So it is not his manifesto, but his integrity to keep to those promises. So is the integrity there? So if you really want to vote for him not because of what he has stated in that manifesto, but because it is in your heart to vote for him. And that is why I also laughed when I saw Oshomole kneeling before the kings and the elders of Edo State, pleading that they should please vote for his candidate, Sunday Iyamo. You see that? I laughed. That is politics. That is politics. That attitude Oshomole was putting up is politics. Kneeling before the elders. Now, that man you see kneeling down, after getting all he wants, I tell you, that he appeared before your presence, you cannot appear before his doorstep. Because before you can see him after he has been elected, you need to cross 20 doors. And those 20 doors will warrant your signatures on different papers before you see him. Things he never did before being able to access your presence. You will now be forced to do it. So you can now see the craziness there. So that's why I say you need to apply your wisdom. Don't allow them to deceive you. Do you understand? That is the humble truth. So I really value the action of Justice Binta Niako in this very scenario. In fact, if only she can just keep to this action, I'm very sure that the final verdict of Mazi Nnamdi Kanu is going to be a victory. It's going to be a success. Every eyes are fully on ground. In fact, the international personalities, organizations, and groups are already storming the country for these very trials. Representatives and what have you are already on ground. You see that everybody are on ground. UK, US, and what have you are sending delegates. They are sending delegates. So I don't see any reason why this very trial is not going to hold. They can't try it, and they will never try it. You understand? And I just state. All right, my listeners in the house, as you have seen, and also as you have heard, the ball is about to start rolling. I don't know what you think. I don't know what's your own thoughts or opinion on this very broadcast, maybe, but I know you have something to say. Okay, so whatsoever it is, deem it fit to at least come in. Let's hear you. Okay, don't forget to leave those comments of yours below the comment section. Click on the subscription buttons as well as the bell buttons to get updated each time we upload any new videos. Thank you.